News, Nairobi.
In a quick recap, in an interview with 3 leading media stations, President William Ruto was on the spot as he attempted to respond to some of the concerns raised by the youth. The president, who attempted to defend the police actions while turning tables on the protesters, was also hard-pressed to acknowledge that his cabinet has fallen short of expectations. Here's Jeff Kirui with this report.
In the first roundtable interview by Standard Media Group, Royal Media Services and Nation Media Group requested by President William Ruto, since protests broke out against the Finance Bill 2024 and by extension his government, Ruto was under pressure to defend how the government responded to protesters that led to more than 20 deaths and hundreds of injuries.
12-year-old took 8 bullets into the body of a 12-year-old boy. What would you tell the mother of that boy?
That boy is alive, right?
No, it's not.
Kennedy Onyango died.
He's died.
So he's the one who died?
Yes.
So you're not talking about the person who was shot with rubber bullets?
No.
No. Yeah?
Shot with bullets 8 times.
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
In Gong, there was an incident where the police were overpowered by criminals. They took a firearm from the police. They used that firearm against people. I cannot confirm to you that this is not the man that shot the child, but investigations are going on and we will get to the bottom of it.
Mr. President,
I am telling the mother of this young person that I, as president, will make sure that finally I will give her an explanation of what really happened and make sure that we bring this to a situation where, like her, like myself who have children, she too her child can be accounted for.
President Ruto was also confronted by the question of wastage in his government and the open display of opulence by his allies in government and allegations of corruption at the time the government was proposing to collect more from the reducing number of taxpayers.
We ended up with intern doctors going on strike for weeks because the government says it has no money. We end up with people going to the hospitals and there's no medicine. We end up with people who are being told that we don't have money to pay salaries, or we don't have money to pay salaries and also having development. Yet, they see all this extravagance and opulence from those in power. You are tone deaf, Mr. President, that's what they say.
Well, I guess that's why we must have a conversation. That's why we must have a conversation. And I'm very happy for us to have this conversation so that we can put the facts on the table and we can all of us make a decision.
And even though President Ruto says he's ready for conversation on how to address the concerns raised by youth and how to move the country forward, his character has come to question.
Are you aware, Your Excellency, for example, that a lot of Kenyans increasingly don't associate the truth with you?
That is your assessment because you have never associated the truth with me from the beginning.
No, there's quite a number of Kenyans.
No, I mean, that is
we asked people before we came here
this
evening,
assessment.
Yeah.
and many of those that responded to me directly and to even our platforms, on KTN News, on Spice FM, on NTV, on Citizen, and we're asking them, what question should we ask the president this evening? And the one thing that many of them were saying is, when will he stop lying? So it's not Linus.
That can he tell us the truth this time?
Let me say the following. I told the people of Kenya that I would reduce the prices of fertilizer from 7,000 to 2,500. I don't know how that is a lie because they buy it at 2,500.
Okay.
I told the people of Kenya we're going to have a housing program. A housing program is underway in Kenya. I can tell you, Linus, that whether you believe me or not, facts will not change.
On Thursday, President William Ruto will face his employers on X, formerly Twitter, in a first engagement of that sort, where he hopes he will put some of their concerns to rest. Jeff Kirui, KTN News.
And still amidst the concerns around abductions, former Nandi Hills